I'm Dingzishan. I study landscape architecture, and because of my background, I have a special feeling and insight into the relationship between people and environment. In my designs, I like to make it a part of the design that people enter the installation space, and in my designs, I like to pay attention to the current state of the city and create my own voice. Let me give you some concrete examples. In one of my projects, I focus on a particular group of buildings in the city, the urban village. In an interview I once read, I was impressed by the answer of the resident. The reporter asked, after living in the urban village for so many years, what do you find the most intolerable thing about this place? He said in a quiet voice, the hardest thing is the misunderstanding of people about the village. I decided to use installation and performance art to tell a story. During my research, I learned that many urban villages were disappearing into high-rise buildings, and I found that the residents of urban villages include people of all ages and professions, with a variety of stand people and ones, the laughter of children and the deep friendship of the elderly, and the complex stories and emotions. So, what will happen to people living in the urban villages when the villages disappear? I would like to express the voice that belongs to urban villages. I plan to use installation of different materials to represent the city, constructions, sites, and urban villages, and tell stories through performance art. Among them, I hope to use the following relationship between plants and buildings as the entry points of the design. In this process, I faced some difficulties, especially in designing the pillar that represent the urban village. This pillar needed to maintain a raised feel while ensuring that the bricks would not fall off and that the weight would not be excessive. In the end, I was going to solve this problem by using a foam structure and attaching the bricks to the surface. In my design, I paid special attention to traditional Chinese culture, in which I was impressed by the ancient buildings and ancient gardens. I marveled at their beauty but felt sorry for them as they were gradually disappearing. In my group project, we wanted to design an Asian toy game to make people realize that Asian toys are disappearing and to inspire everyone to work together to protect them. To achieve this goal, we built a variety of Asian Chinese buildings in different regional styles. The game material is designed in such a way that players can experience and learn about the traditional culture of different regions in the game. Whenever they complete a task, it is equivalent to rescuing a part of the big ancient toy, but the final game ends is future. The purpose of this design is to make players realize that ancient toy really needs our protection, and that although people's efforts can prolong the essence of the toy, the final ending cannot be changed. During the design process, I was involved in pre-creation work and modeling using Blender. I want to apply for this project because I want to explore more possibilities of interaction between people and environment. In my current design, people's feelings towards the environment are only limited to traditional elements such as architecture, plants, themes, and so on. I want to design something similar to VR and virtual space. I'm interested about this.